Hello guys, the full-time whistle's just gone over in Ireland. Arsenal 4, Dundalk 2. Another quite enjoyable Europa League outing. I think we are the only English team, certainly with a 100% record in Europe at the moment, which we'll take. And we've got to find enjoyment where we can. I mean, to be honest, it's just sort of nice to watch Arsenal be the superior team in a competitive game. In the Premier League, that is not easy to come by at the moment. But there is a liberation about the way this team play. I'm just looking at it, 6 games, a goal difference of plus 15, 18 points. Now listen, the quality of opposition is very, very different, but I do feel like there's an element to which these players maybe express themselves more. Maybe the pressure is less as well. Difficult to dissect these games sort of too much given the standard of opposition, but let's talk about some individuals because I think that's really what's interesting about them. Callum Chambers made his comeback tonight and I thought, you know, he'd be delighted to get through the 90 minutes. Looked pretty tidy. A little prediction from me, I think he'll overtake Rob Holding in Mikel Arteta's pecking order between now and the end of the season. Just a hunch based on the type of player he is. I think Arteta might quite like him. I think we will, by the spring, be seeing him here and there in the Premier League. Just trying to think who else at the back. Cedric, tidy as he always is, but unspectacular. Another 90 minutes for Pablo Mari. Probably should touch on the goalkeeper, Alex Renarson. I mean, when you see him play with his feet or you see him rush out of goal, he looks like an outfield player. And occasionally when someone takes a shot against him, he also looks like an outfield player. I think I won't be alone in hoping that Bernd Leno doesn't sustain another significant injury this season. But I'm not hugely exercised about it. I'm not hugely worried, you know. He's a backup goalie. Leno had a freak injury last year. Touch wood, we don't get anything like that again this time round. But for these Europa sort of dead rubbers, effectively, he's absolutely fine. I still think Arsenal will make another addition in that department in the next couple of transfer windows. Ainsley Maitland-Niles played at left wing back. Athletically, he was on a different level to most of the players on the pitch. And I think athletically is sometimes where this Arsenal team are lacking. You have to think in the absence of Thomas Partey, he might have something to offer in the midfield. Yeah, I thought this was a really good night for him, but he can't seem to get looking in the Premier League at the moment. So that'll be interesting to see come the weekend against Burnley. Mohamed El-Neni looked like a grown-up out there. I think that's, you know, the kindest way of putting it. He just looked very sensible, very solid. Should he have started at White Hart Lane? Almost certainly. Ahead of that, I liked what I saw from Emil Smith-Rowe. He's someone who can come short, who can run in behind, who can dribble, good movement off the ball too. A very talented player, and I hope a good decision is made about his future in the second half of the season. I'd be edging towards a loan, just in terms of numbers. I think he needs to go and play some minutes. You know, he's struggled for minutes in the first half of this season. I think once we get into the competitive side of the Europa League, he might struggle for minutes again. Joe Willock scored a goal. That's what Joe Willock does. Who else was in the front? Eddie Nketiah, lovely take from him. You know, don't underestimate how good a take that is. He manages to control the ball on his shoulder. Oh, a word from Mohamed El-Neni, spectacular goal, by the way. Forgot to mention that. But yeah, the control and the finish from Eddie was really, really nice. His continued development is a good thing for Arsenal. Either he's a decent first-team option, apparently our top scorer this season now, or he becomes a more marketable asset, you know, someone we could make a lot of money on in the transfer market. The premium for an English young centre-forward should be pretty good. Who else? Smith-Rowe, Pepe had a decent enough game. Balogun came on, scored a terrific goal, really composed finish. I think also showed what he does that's different to Nketiah, holding the ball up, playing with his back to goal, bringing others into play. That's something else that he offers that Nketiah maybe doesn't have so much in his locker. Clearly a big prospect. Let's hope they can get that contract sorted soon. Interesting situation with Nketiah and Balogun. They're with the same agency. And you have to think that keeping those two and Martinelli might prove difficult over the next 12 months. So that's one to watch. Congratulations to Ben Cottrell and Miguel Aziz for getting on the pitch. And that's it, really. We'll speak after the weekend. Guys, it turns out I love the Europa League. Who knew? Bye.